Hey guys, my name is Jason and today we'll be doing some quick and easy workout for your tight hip. Do help us like, subscribe and share for more videos like this and leave a comment down below if you have any inquiries.
So why is it important to keep the hip mobile? Do you know that some of our hip muscles have attachment to the nearby structure? As you can see here, the muscles psoas and iliacus have their attachment towards the lower back, whereas the rectus femoris have an attachment towards the knee. So if any of the muscle here were injured or have any problem, it's gonna indirectly affect the other joint. This may include having low back pain or even knee pain. Other than that, do you know that the hip also houses many structures such as the nerve? So therefore, if any problem occurring around this structure, it's gonna directly lead to having nerve pain or even muscle pain. With that in mind, it's important to keep the hip joint healthy to avoid having pain or any injury. So here are some exercises that we can work along together to keep the hip joint healthy and good.
This exercise is suitable for those who have been sitting for a long period of time or even for individuals who are searching for a stretching routine that they can do at home. Without further ado, let's get on with it. For the exercises that we'll be doing later on, we'll be needing a pillow or even a towel.
For the first stretch here, it's going to be your hip flexor stretch. The right knees will be onto the pillow with the left feet in front. Maintaining your spine vertical with your hands in front, we're going to start this stretch in 3, 2, 1 and go. What we'll be doing here generally is to bring the body all the way to the front as far as you can feel the right hip being stretched out. It is important to keep the stretch here as gentle as you can, as you do not want to bounce to the front or to the back when you are doing this. You can also try to squeeze the bum muscle and also together with the abdominal muscle to get the stretch here a little bit more. When you are in front, you can try to stay in that position for 1 to 3 seconds, or you can just stay there for as long as you want. It basically just depends on how much stretch do you want to feel throughout the period of time here. Really want you to try to keep your spine up and vertical while keeping your balance when you are doing this exercise. The time that we are using here is for 1 minute. However, you can also try to extend that to 2 minutes or so, depends on how you would like it to be. Good, you are doing a great job here. Now we are having 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1 and good job. We're going to be changing to the other side. This time you're going to be resting your left knee onto the pillow with your right feet in front. Get ready here for 3, 2, 1, let's go. You're going to bring your body all the way to the front. Remember here is to keep your body upright when you're doing this while squeezing your left bum this time together with your abdominal muscle. Try to also check on your shoulder, ensure that your shoulder here are relaxed and your crown is basically pointing up towards the ceiling. This will help to keep your body in its upright position when you are doing the stretch. Remember that it is important to do this stretch as your hip flexor muscle has connection towards the lower back. Therefore, if there is any problem occurring on towards your hip flexor muscle, it's going to indirectly affect your lower back, leading to low back pain. You are almost there. Keep going. You're doing very good here. Keep your body up and tall when you are doing this. Okay, good. You have another 10 seconds left. Try to push it to the front as much as you can feel the stretch onto your left hip flexor. Now 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1 and nicely done. Okay, now the next stretch here will be your hamstring stretch. We're gonna have you to put the towel onto the right side, resting your right knees on towards the towel, and your left leg will be keeping towards the front with your knees straight. You can have both hands on towards your knees with your toes gently pointing up to the ceiling. You can also try to use a chair to help you balance as shown over here. Maintaining your balance, and we'll be starting in 3, 2, 1 and go. What we are basically doing here is to try to keep your body as straight as they can while simultaneously lowering the chest close towards the chair. It is important to keep your back straight when you are doing this exercise, as it will help to target more on towards your hamstring muscle. And what you should be feeling is the muscle at the back of your left thighs to be stretched out. That is basically where the hamstring muscle is located. Try to also ensure that your left toes is gently pointing up towards the ceiling to ensure that the stretch is more targeted towards the muscle. If you want to feel the stretch more, you can simply either bring your body even down and closer towards the chair, or just gently point your toes towards you. Remember to be a bit more aware of your spinal position, as when you are bringing your body down, you really want to ensure that your back is basically straight. Now we have 5 seconds left here for 4, 3, 2, 1 and stop. Good. Now we'll be changing to the opposite side. This time you'll be doing it with your right leg in front and your hands will be on the chair on towards your left side. And we'll be starting in 3, 2, 1 and let's go. Same as the other side, you want to try to keep your body as straight as they can as you bring your body down towards the chair. Remember to be a bit more gentle with the stretch, as any stretch that's too aggressive is gonna bring more harm than good. Just stay at the point where you feel the stretch of the muscle for a few seconds before bringing your body back up to its original starting position. You can also try to imagine that your back is being tied up on a plank, and the plank will prevent your spine from bending or flexing here. And what will that do is to keep the spine straight when you're doing this exercise. Try to be a bit more aware of your spinal position when you're doing this. Your hamstring muscle crosses your hip joint and also your knee joint. Therefore, it is important to stretch this muscle in order to prevent any problem occurring on towards your hip or even your knees. Okay, very good. Now we have 5 seconds left here. 4, 3, 2, 1 and good job. The next exercise here will be your quadricep stretch. You'll be lying down on your side, holding onto your top legs with your top hand. You'll be pressing onto your top legs with your bottom feet to reinforce the stretch here. To keep your balance, you can try to roll your upper body to the front. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1 and let's go. What we are doing here is to gently bring your top heels closer to your top bum. Try to maintain in that stretch position for 3 to 5 seconds to really feel the stretch on the quadricep before releasing the stretch here. While doing this, you would also want to keep your body in a balanced position so that you are not pulling yourself too far back. You can counteract the force from the back by rolling your upper body towards the front. This stretch is very useful for individuals who are having knee problems. This is because the quadricep muscle has an attachment towards your kneecap. Therefore, any problem occurring on this muscle will indirectly affect the knees. Other than that, one of the quadricep muscle also originate from the hip. Therefore, any problem occurring on this muscle will also indirectly affect the hip. Okay, you are almost there. 5 seconds left. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1 and good job. Now we're going to be changing to the other side. To stretch your right side, you'll be lying down on your left. Once you are lying down on your side, you'll be holding on to your top leg with your top hand. Try to bring your heels as close as you can to the bum. Getting ready in this position for 3, 2, 1 and let's go. Remember to try to balance yourself in this position as long as you can when you are pulling your heels towards your bum. You can try to increase the stretch even further by pressing your top knees with your bottom feet. This will basically bring your top knees further back your hip joint, therefore stretching out your quadricep muscle. Try to check on your shoulder too, because when you are doing this, you want to try to relax your shoulder as much as you can and not shrugging the shoulder. Good, you are doing great there. You should really feel the stretch onto your quadricep muscle and try to go as far as your body can take you. Remember to not perform the exercise in a quick movement, as you want the stretch to be as smooth as they can. You can try to hold there for 3 to 5 seconds while pulling the heels towards your bum. Okay, now we have 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1 and nicely done. Now you're gonna come off from that position and you're gonna come to your standing. You can put your pillow aside as we won't be using your pillow here. For this exercise, we will be stretching the inner part of your hip. So let's have you to stand with your legs wider than hip distance apart. And you're gonna bend your knees, resting your hands on towards your knees. And you're gonna try to push your knees away from each other. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now for this exercise, what you'll be doing here is to try to use your hands to separate your knees away from each other. And what you'll be feeling here is the stretch on towards your inner thighs. Try to bring them away from each other. Here's the side view. Your body will be basically leaning slightly to the front while using the lever of your arms to push your knees away. You can also try to sink your bum down even more to basically get more of the inner thigh stretch here. If you are unable to open your feet this big, you can always have your feet to be a bit closer to each other. That way the stretch won't be too intense. The intensity of the stretch will also be decided by the force that you are placing on your hands against the knee. The more you push the knees away from each other, the more you're gonna feel the stretch. Now we have 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, good. 1 and nicely done. Okay, for the next stretch here, we'll be using the pillow. You can do this exercise either by sitting on the ground or you can sit on the pillow as shown here. We will be sitting with our leg crossed, and to stretch out your left side, we'll be putting your left feet on top of your right knees. Hands will be placed on the ground. Ready? 3, 2, 1 and go. You want to try to bring your body as close as you can towards the ground. The stretch that you should be feeling here is on your left bum. If you are unable to sit with your leg crossed, you can try to sit on something a little bit more higher, such as using 2 pillows. If you are having a very tight hip, you can try to do this without having your left feet on the right knees. Instead, you can try to just sit with the leg crossed normally. When you are bringing your body down, you want to try to aim for your chest getting closer to the ground instead of having your head getting close to the ground. Try to also relax your shoulder when you are doing this because you do not want to shrug your shoulder when you are bringing your body down. You can also try to stay in that position for a few more seconds and allowing gravity to bring the body even lower. Now we have 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1 and good job. Okay, so now we'll be changing to the other side. This time you'll be bringing your right feet on top of your left knee. Okay, and put the hands onto the ground, maintaining in that position. Getting ready here. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now the reason why we need to stretch this muscle out is because some of our nerve, which is one of it, the sciatic nerve, actually pass through this muscle. The name of this muscle is called the piriformis. If any injury or tightness occurring in this muscle, it will indirectly compress the sciatic nerve. This will cause someone to have tingling or numb sensation traveling down towards the back of the legs, leading to what was known as the sciatica. Remember that the stretch that we are doing here shouldn't be too forceful. Instead, it should be very gentle. So when you are bringing your body down, try to maintain in that position for 3 to 5 seconds before bringing them back up. You can try to extend the time yourself, but here we'll be doing it for 1 minute. Okay, 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1 and good job. Okay, let us proceed to the last exercise. This stretch here was known as the butterfly stretch, and it should stretch out the inner thighs here. Sitting with your feet together, knees open to the side, hands holding onto the ankle, and try to bring yourself down to see whether this position is good for you. If you feel like you lost balance easily, you can try to put your hands onto the ground to provide more balance here. Okay, now ready? 3, 2, 1 and go. If you have a hard time in opening up your knees, you can try to hold on to your ankle instead of having your hands onto the ground. You can also try to sit onto pillow, as that will actually assist you when you are bringing yourself forward. You want to go as far as you can feel your inner thighs and your hip being stretched out when you are doing this. Okay, so here's the side view where you'll be having your feet together, knees open wide, body leaning to the front to allow gravity to pull the body down. If you want to feel the stretch more, you can try to do it on the ground or even try to bring your feet closer towards your pubic bone and try to lower your body as low as you can towards the ground. This stretch will help to open up the hip even more, allowing more range to occur around the hip joint. Okay, now we are having 5 seconds left. Good job. 4, 3, 2, 1, and nicely done.
Phew. Thank you so much for tuning in to the end. Hope to see you guys soon next time. Bye!